Hello everyone, time to get started. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Labor Day weekend. Hopefully it's not too hot where you are. It's been over 100 degrees here for the past like 5 days or so. Of course I'm inside all day, so I don't know what it's like outside. Anyway, last week we did Shadowbringers MSQ like usual, and then at the very end I accidentally skipped a cutscene. How dare I? The first thing we're going to do is watch that cutscene. Last time I believe we were making our way through Amarang, and we were in that mining town, and we were going to try and fix up the trolley, or I think that's what it was called. And Oriandre just kind of like almost fixed the thing on his first try, but then couldn't quite do it. So then we needed to go and get some ore, but then now we got to be told that the mine is dangerous. And in the cutscene, we learn about why the head of the town or whatever his name is all depressed and everything. Because, you know, why would someone be depressed if their loved one died? Nope, definitely nothing wrong. Let's see, Shadowbringers. Yeah, I checked. This is the right cutscene that I accidentally skipped, and it's voiced, so I don't have to read it all out. Let's get started with that. Let me move this.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Still gonna praise the animations on Shadowbringers, how much they've improved since ARR.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Of course. It's either the bar or the grave.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna.
First we gotta get Dad Crit to get his sad story. Work this out.
Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them.
That's a good line.
I thought to try and drown my sorrows. But somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
And another good one.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
I believe that's Louis Swa. I didn't play 1.0.
But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers.
Yeah, you can see this in the Alchemist quest line. Or 1.0.
I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
What's the song again?
And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
Close the distance, that's it.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Head pat. Head pat. Glad we watched that. I didn't mean to skip it last time. Because I hit escape instead of spacebar. And then I hit yes without reading the dialogue. Anyway, let's keep going. Save some gil. Go out to Lakeland first. Then we can go to Twine. That's it. We also got these two Aether Current quests that we'll need to do. But I believe both of them are going to be on the way anyway. Yeah, they're both over here, which is where we're going to be headed. Well, let's talk to Dad Crit and see what we need to do next. A convenient distraction. Thancred is tired of waiting around. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Nay, Nuvi's leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. Well, Dad Crit says we need to go, so let's go. Can't really imagine this place not being bright since it's all a desert, rocky kind of area. Seems like it should be really bright and sunny. I don't remember what was happening on the two Aether Current quests. I think this one was to go and check on someone. Okay, nope. Okay, the other one is to check on someone. Yeah, let's talk to Dad Crit first. There we go. I don't feel like fighting anything. The way you describe it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving, though we should probably hear what Guthjon has to say before we celebrate, assuming we can find him, that is. Let's talk to the one-eyed miner. Yeah, there's actually people here. I thought it was abandoned. Oh, I didn't notice you there. What do you want? Oh right, this was to return the charm to the guy. Where did you get this? Gods, how can I have been so careless? That was my sister. That was all my sister left behind before she... Look, I'd rather not talk about it, but I appreciate you bringing it back to me. It means a lot. I believe I counted the Aether Currents earlier, and there is one more side quest that we're gonna need to pick up and do, besides the one that we have right now. And then the last one will come from MSQ. Hopefully, I wonder how much this weekend we'll definitely get through Almarang, because I'm planning on streaming on Sunday like usual, and then on Monday too, since I have off for Labor Day. Okay, John. Oops. Gotta remember to turn that off. Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you were looking for is leonine. All the Talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, what's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we used Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. And our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of leonite that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine, whatever. What do you want? The other day, I found a Vobert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Vobert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damned thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you'd want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us, Brilliant. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. What's the plan, Thancred? As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these, sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start search further in, and I'll handle this area. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drops effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Okay. That wouldn't be, what am I trying to say? These sun drops probably wouldn't be very useful in this light world. You search the shadows, but find nothing. Perhaps the gold piece lies elsewhere. I mean, I assumed it wouldn't be in the first slot. Or the first place I looked. Guess we can kill these things. Oh yeah, I looked up not last time, but the time before. I commented about how they split off Mirage Dive, and yeah, they actually did in the 6.2 patch notes. So I went and looked at them after after the stream that day. I understand both arguments, but I still prefer it to be the same button, just I guess because I'm lazy and I want to press less buttons. Not there. Let's check the dead end first. Let's turn the game sound down a little bit more. Just a little bit. As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Vobert gold piece. Well, that was easy. If it was that easy, why didn't he just do it himself? Then we wouldn't have a plot. Alright, I got your gold. I was hoping he dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Boy, that's the truth. Or maybe she is. Yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. So you say, but you have proven knack for success regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Corothan wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of the few positive traits which endeared me to Louisoix, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think about it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Yeah, if he had been like a mage, some sort of mage or art or studied aether stuff like Y'shtola, he would just be completely SOL on everything. But since he ended up I guess, majoring. Since Archons are basically PhD people, have PhDs in their field. His is like espionage and tactics or something like that. That actually ended up proving very, very fortuitous for him, considering since he has lost his ability to manipulate ether. Just like he said. Now let's hurry and see that return to Guthjon. The sooner we get it back to Urianger and Minfilia, the better. You're back. Wait, does that mean? Yep. Found your gold. Now tell us the secret. I'll be damned. You actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal, but don't think that means that you'll find what you're after. Dirty job. Luckily for you, Guthjon is a man of his word. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. I guess there's some sort of secret mine that they've hidden from everyone. No, that would be too convenient. We have to put in a little bit of work, and plus I know that there's a dungeon coming up. We're gonna have to make our way through that dungeon, and then we'll get the... I forget what we're looking for, like Luminite or something like that. Okay, Guthjon, what's the secret? Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not to come here for my grievances. You're after Leonine. First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms. I know them by another name, though. I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. That they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down where you could never hope to reach. And, on occasion, they come back with something valuable. Well, that seems interesting. They dig up leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes, they said it usually amounts to nothing more than a few flakes. Well, our only option sounds like tantamount to suicide. Now how can we draw out those rockworms? Over by the shack, you'll find a bag full of the smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once you're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. And take it from you. We should split up if we were to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see the parts between them. Alright, yeah. Sounds good. First we gotta get us the smoke bombs, and then we can get the worms, and then we can maybe get some stuff. Alright. Let's go counterclockwise. Alright, let's get the worms from here. I thought something was gonna pop out, and we have to fight it. Then again, it's not purple, so it shouldn't. Usually, if there's gonna be an encounter, they're gonna make it purple, or have some like purple smoke or purple ring around it. Okay, let's check the dead end. And then we got the last chamber. I thought he said that the worms were gonna come out when we smoke them out. Or does he mean that they're gonna be running out, like literally running out of the mine? But we'll see in a second. Oh, okay, there we go. I had to do all 3 of them first. Oh, that. Okay, there we go. Wait, we're killing them. Are we supposed to keep them alive so they can mine for us? There we go. Now head back to the dead end. See if there's gonna be one or two. Let's look for the purple. Yeah, there's two of them. I think there's gonna be two for each of the areas that we set down the smoke bombs. Why am I saving my, why am I saving these? Just use them. Like there's some boss that I'm gonna have to beat. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's get the other purple spot. Oh, that was it? Oh, okay, there we go. That didn't seem right. Oh, there's another, must be another purple somewhere. Where is it? Is it in the tunnel over here? Yep, there it is. Okay, just two more purple spots. Oh, I know what I did. I think I was forgetting something I was doing this week, but I completely forgot what. Oh no, I was thinking earlier. Earlier I was trying to remember what I did this week besides the stuff I finished today. And I still don't remember what it is, but the stuff that I finished today, I finished off 90 miner and 90 botanist. May not be efficient, but I wanted to do more gathering. Oh, and that also means, this means I can throw these away. I mean, I still need fishing, but it's ocean fishing. I don't need XP boosts for ocean fishing. I'll get that in like 2 or 3 trips. Actually, it's probably more like 4. Is it one more? Yeah. The thing with I think the stuff I saw a discussion about like why they would want to split up Mirage Dive and High Jump, and the only two arguments I can see is one, it would be a little easier to have, it would have better control over when you were using the abilities. However, because High Jump's cooldown is 30 seconds, and Mirage Dive only lasts for 15, they won't overlap with each other. But I believe this can be, you can do some like double weaving if you have good enough ping. But one, I'm doing normal content, so it's not that hard. And 2, I'm not that much of a tryhard. And also my ping isn't great. There you are. Find something promising? Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's gonna take time for me to sift through all this. Oh, but of course, it would be too easy. We didn't have to wait around.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia.
Up story time with Dad Crid.
But prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
That's right.
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade.
Yep.
I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
Not your finest hour.
Far from it, and Flamine has never let me live it down. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this!
Let me just think we actually found a piece of lumine or whatever.
Tell me it's Leonine.
Leonine, that's it.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
What?
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Skule.
Seriously?
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife.
This almost feels too
She
convenient.
found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Alright. More gil. That's what I want. Have a heart. Guthjon is still reeling from your miraculous find. I wouldn't believe it. It had I not seen it for myself. Before you said it in the Telos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Guthjon, for all your help. Right then. Let's not keep everyone waiting. I feel slightly contrived, but at the same time, whatever. Let's head on over and show it to Magnus. And maybe he'll actually help us. Actually, we don't really need help since we're gonna wake up the Telos with the rock that we just found. Also, I believe that's the last Aether Current side quest we need to do. I'll pick that up after we talk to Magnus. It's funny because he's Hrothgar, so his name is Horther. Guess what we have, Magnus? Gods, what do you say? Hey, look, I found this rock your dead wife found. That's what you say. Oh, not me. What? Oh, it's you. I've come. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before it won't run, and you wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will. Now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus, from Agna. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but... I said take it. It was you who found it, and you who needs it. Looking at the stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Urianger? Hey, Urianger. Thou art returned, and with a leonine it would seem. As promised, the Talos hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks to no smart part to Jarek, Gathaf, and Minfilia. At last we shall return time to the timeless, this centennials of stone, that we may press on towards Naboth the Ring. Doth hath do to the hatheth of mineth. Very good, now let us begin. Beginneth we shall noweth.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready. It's working! It's working!
Oh, there's Magnus.
Magnus!
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
Huh? I thought we were bombing around Jane to
What
ask her.
troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
I don't think that's completely true, but it's not also not quite wrong.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the Oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day.
Wonder if that's the reason that he cares about her as much as he
I
does.
dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against law.
Oops.
The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith, and all will be well.
Yeah, just go to her dead grid. He's gonna say no.
Not today.
Of course. Meanwhile, in the crustarium. Hello, Emmett.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time.
True.
Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel.
He got around.
Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing?
Probably not by choice.
The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for her energies. And I am not in the habit of pointing her at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of her, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you?
We're gonna get a reveal now or later.
The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space.
Yep, then who is he? So you would have thought it would be
Much
because
less
of
in
the
possession
tower's
of her
power.
mortal flesh. Not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of the sacrifice of brave heroes who gave their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
I'm really enjoying this story. By the way, I'm pretty sure I know who he is, but I don't know how he got the way he is. Or if this version is that version and whatever. I'm fine, really. It's just been a long day. Okay, Oriandre. Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss. Which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He seemed fine. He was a bit willing to open up, actually. He spoke of Menphilia, of his own accord. I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and Naboth the Ring await. Let's go ahead and talk to Horther. A vain pursuit. Horther is concerned about one of his fellow miners. Say, perhaps you can help me. As you've no doubt noticed, most of the Twine's miners are Ronso. There's a Mr. lad, though, the only one of his kind in the whole town. His name is Kisat, a bit of a loner, always digging by himself in places where you'll be lucky to find a few lumps of coal, never mind gems and such. I often ask him why he doesn't mine the same spots as the rest of us, but he never gives me a proper answer. I dare say he would be more inclined to speak with an outsider, though. If you could get the truth out of him and see if anything is the matter, it would put my mind at ease. Okay, go talk to him. Okay, he's at the corner of town. A traveler, eh? Oops. Lucky to find a few lumps of coal. Is that what he said? Shows him how much he knows. You, on the other hand, might be a better audience for my master plan. Have you ever heard of an alloy called Nabathium? It's strong, light, and resistant to heat and friction. It was one of the most valuable metals in Naboth Ring, and a lot of their jewelry was made from this stuff. The trouble is, the technique for mixing the alloy was lost to the flood. I've been looking for a way to make my own, and my search led me to a scroll that explains the methods right down to the last detail. After having a historian decipher it, I learned that I lacked one vital ingredient, rhodobite, and that is what I'm digging for. Short of venturing into the empty, my next best option is to look for a vein here in Amarang. Of course, I'd stand a much better chance of finding one if I had help, but I'd rather not have to rely on anyone from around here. Why? Some of the Ronso miners take exception to the fact I'm a Mistil. They seem to think that we're not built for this kind of work. When I find the rhodobite, that'll see how wrong they are. You know, this is the first time I've said more than about 2 words to anyone in a while, and I feel better for getting that off my chest. This might be a bit sudden, but I have an idea. How would you like to see that the moment I finally unearth that vein of ore? Well, what I really mean is that I need someone there to act as a witness. Otherwise, the others might think I bought a lump of it from somewhere, ludicrously expensive as it is, and I'm pretending to have dug it up myself. Will you do me this favor? You will. Thank you. Luckily, I found the perfect spot for my next dig. If my miner's hunch is correct, the ore should be waiting just below the surface. It's in Novi's leavings, so I'll wait for you there. And that's why it didn't unlock until we went there. But first, let's talk to Magnus. Right? Yeah, so then this will probably send me off down here. Well, the trolley is in here. Yeah, whatever. Just talk to Magnus. Oh goodness, I guess this is what we're getting next. Full steam ahead. Magnus is grinning from ear to ear. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. Would that Agna were here to see it, or our son. I was ready to let her dreams die down when they're in the mines. Even after you'd found the Leonite, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners of Twine, thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get you lot to Nabatha Rang, eh? Everything seems to be in order. I take it the Talos' presence resolves the issue of the gate? Oh, that. Yes. It's designed to open at Talos' approach. Then we can finally go to Nabatha Rang? You certainly can. All that remains is a final check of the control box over at the mines. Which is of course going to be broken. You hear that, boys? Get the Talos over to the mines and keep a close eye on it around the curves, understood? Yes, sir. Let us repair to the mines, then. Before we go, while you were away with Brilliant, I prepared the extra set of cartridges for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it will do, but I wanted you to have it, for luck. Ophelia, we should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. Didn't we literally, take the low road because she couldn't walk on the tracks? And now we're not? And now she's just walking like normal? Bit odd. Inconsistent. Oh, we gotta go all the way over there. Okay. Let's do that. Dude, they sell for 100 gil. I'll keep those to sell to, oops. To sell to the place, Dome and Enclave. I don't think I have any more money I can get from this week. Yeah, only 24 left. I suspect we're definitely gonna get through the dungeon today, or I think we are. Yeah, we're gonna get through the dungeon today, and then we're probably gonna get actually I think it's a little before that because I see there's another name there. there's a name there. That's a bit of a spoiler. And that will give, we're probably gonna see Menphilia and Thancred's emotional moment soon. All appeareth ready for the grand departure, but one task yet remaineth. I know what you're thinking, and I will talk to her when the time is right. So this is it. We're finally going to Nabatharang. I thought long and hard about what to say to her, to the real Menphilia. I hoped when the time came I would know, but with every step we take, I feel more uncertain. There's no reason to give up, though, not when so much is at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me get here. Now, let's not keep Magnus waiting. Is this not one of the most beautiful sights you've ever seen? Oh, if only I could capture this moment in a painting, or even a real quick pencil sketch. Hey, you seem pretty good at everything. You wouldn't happen to be an artist too, would you? No, that's what's his name? Alphinote. His artistic skills to impress the ladies. Ever since we got this Talos moving again, Jarek has been acting strangely. Perhaps strange isn't the right word, more overexcited. But as long as he gets the job done, I suppose I can't complain. Okay, Magnus, let's go. There you are. So what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit, but of course it's Daedalus. Daedalus' stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design, and that philosophy has served us well enough. Most of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talos to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple, even we can do it, which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Alright then, watch your step. Let's go. I think after this it'll be time for a break. I'll see you later, Mom.
Urianger?
Thou must needs carry on without me.
Oh, he's gonna do this to Thancred.
The path to Nabatharang lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Yeah, Thancred knows exactly what he's doing.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
That's good.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabatharang after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Yeah, he wants everyone to be there. So that he can figure out what he's gonna say. And because, like, everybody, Menphilia means a lot to, like, everyone.
For everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik.
Of course.
Godspeed!
I can only go as far as halfway.
That must be the gate.
It's a bit primitive. Oh no, looks like it detected its aether or something.
Well, so far so good.
What? Oh,
Wait, is that Ranjit?
I knew I knew. Dude, really? It'd be kind of weird if he wasn't still alive. I knew he'd still be alive. Like, how is he this strong?
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint. Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you? And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
Yeah, but he's not the main character.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets, it's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms! And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them.
It sounds like the Scion entrance speech.
Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
Oh right, this is an instance. Instance fight. That's why
I heard what you
Magnus
said,
was glowing.
and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken. You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry!
Not another step. Your fight is with me. You think yourself her protector? As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me.
Yeah, he does. He does think that. Oh, okay, right. We get to play as Thancred. Probably read these first. Yeah, that's my 1, 2, 3. That's a potion. That's a damage up. It's literally called Smackdown. And this is, yep. Oops. I thought it said something potion. Let me stop standing in the lightning.
This is going well.
Should have held on to the GCD before I did my, count, whatever this is.
Beast of my blood, answer my call!
Okay.
Rend my foes and ward their blows!
Oh, he's a Reaper, okay. I messed that up. Get my cheese puff stack. Oh, nice, that does a dive as well. Or a gap closer.
When will you learn?
I'll learn when you're dead.
Die!
Probably would have been good to save my, So what am I supposed to do here? Oh, there. Oh, that's cool.
Not good.
That's really cool. Would have been even cooler if it put me at 1 HP. this a rogue technique? This is taking forever, but I mean, this guy's supposed to be stupidly strong. I didn't have my, oops. Did it again.
And you presume to be her protector? Pathetic!
We're gonna do the disappearing act again.
No quarter!
Oh, okay, that one does that. Double hot pursuit. It's annoying. One more. Two more? Jeez, how many of these are there? Yes, I do agree, Thancred.
Why do you persist in this folly? That's all.
This is cool, but it's taking forever.
Fall!
Oh, come on. Well, time for him to break the limit. Or whatever. Limit break. Yes.
From man! Fall!
come on. What am I supposed to be doing here? Am I missing something? Am I supposed to be taking all this damage? Fire your last cartridge. Nice. That was cool. It took a while, but it was pretty good storytelling.
You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
Sure.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide, ever again.
What if he's actually beat up?
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost.
For
For
those
those
that
you could yet save.
Yep.
A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. Then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
Aw. This is great. Ooh, that was good. It's break time. It's well past break time. Let's talk to Minfilia first. This is the place, Berillion. This is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening, to just turn away. But I can't turn away now. Now's not this time. For Thancred and the others, I have to face her. In the event that you leave the area, speak to the apprentice engineer at Twine in Almorang to return to Nabotharang. Okay. Yeah, so I believe the last Aether Current should be around here. Southeast, yeah, so that way. Let me walk over. Let me try and not get attacked by anything, and then we'll be right back. Let's get a good pose. Oh, I want, isn't there a crossed arm pose? I think that'll work. Okay, it's break time. It's way past break time, so I'll be right back. Gonna walk around, get a drink, stretch your legs, and then I think we're about to get to the dungeon. Or at least we're gonna get to more emotional damage, and then we'll get to the dungeon. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I need to actually start checking the time that I leave on these breaks, because I end up getting caught up. Like, I usually end up going and talking with my mom and telling her everything, all of the stuff that happened in the story, and just discussing it with her. That ends up taking like 10-15 minutes. Nice, selling a bunch of stuff. Alright, let's talk to Minfilia and suffer more emotional damage. Crossroads. The look in Minfilia's eyes is equal parts trepidation and determination. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. Actually, I kind of did want to get closer to this. Southeast is probably down here. Because I think that's what the Aether Compass said. Yeah, southeast. And then that'll be, I think, the last overworld, or Aether Current. Yes. Yeah, let me just go grab that. Oh, south, okay. On the other side of the wall. Come on. Oh, there it is. Make sure it's actually voiced. That's bright. Oh, migraine time.
Yes.
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
Oh, okay. That's what this is.
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
No! Stand back! We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Minfilia!
This place.
Oh, there we go.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak. My dear, sweet child, yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured, yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price.
There's always a
We
catch.
stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities, and all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
That's good.
"'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair.
That sounds sinister.
Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others."
Bacon?
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
Oh, I see your hair's changed. Sorry, Minfilia, but there's an Aether Current I gotta get first. Oh, oops. What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia, and then... Is something wrong? Parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the path she set before me, the path she set before all the Minfilius. But she's given me a new path, a new life, that I can call my own. And even though she's gone, I can still feel her warmth and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating of the feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within it. And the light wardens. There's one here in Almarang. Let's hurry back. The others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? I mean, like, he knows that at the end of the day, this is probably not necessarily the outcome he wanted, but the outcome that he expected. I'd like to think so too, but... Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. So where are we going? Oh, okay, over there. Trying to figure out which of these orange circles I'm supposed to head to. Need to remember later to, Need to remember to turn in my Wondrous Tales later. I got terrible rolls on my stickers this week. I still ended up getting a line, but it wasn't, it was pure luck. Well, I mean, all of it's pure luck, but, you know. Okay, guys, Minfilia's dead, and this girl here, her name is Ryan. I mean, we're not supposed to know that yet. And he looks beat up.
There you are. We were worried.
Really? She wasn't the one that nearly got herself killed.
That's true.
It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Man, this has got to be so stressful for her. Whereas he would notice her immediately, even when she's hiding.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now, maybe even help you fight them.
Head bad.
I'm glad you're back.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
Right, he's dad crit.
She will need a name.
A name?
Yeah, she's not Minfilia.
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer. And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
They'll turn to Thancred.
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
Dadcred.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
Her sarcasm.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
What about Reen?
Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, doth this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the picture?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression.
Yeah, sure.
Of
Wait,
course,
you were listening?
If it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Thank you.
Did she say? She said Reen. I thought Thancred said Rhine.
That
Reen makes
settles
more
it then.
sense.
Welcome aboard, Reen.
Yeah, I've never actually heard it said. I've always just read the name.
I won't let you down.
Okay, it's Reen. Yeah, I've always read it as Rhine. But yeah, Reen. Okay. Okay, Reen. We got a dungeon to do, right? Okay, we're gonna get the Colonel ready. Oh, this is the dungeon, isn't it? Yes. Let me turn off the auto advance. I honestly don't know how to repay you all for what you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Are you certain that you're up to fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. In fact, I sense one here in Amarang, to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? Then it's as we suspected. We thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west we found the remains of a site known as the Malak's Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Nabatharang, to serve as a source of respite for the desert heat. It fell into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amarang thought to turn part of it into an excavation site. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, the perfect hiding place for a warden. Reen, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We make for Malika's Well. Yeah, I think I want to tank this dungeon. Or rather, I just feel like tanking. Oops. I feel like there was some, like, ore that I needed to get down here for something, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was... No, that's in Calusia. Because there's a fish I need in Calusia for fishing crustarium deliveries. And then... I thought there was... Oh, it's in here. Yeah, volcanic tuff is also in Calusia. Okay. Then I don't know what thing I'm thinking of. It's here. I can taste its aether in the wind. Then we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this, Brilliant, and return to the night sky to Amarang. Malika's Well is now accessible. Okay, let's queue on up. I'm not gonna use duties, or I forget what they call it. Malika's Well. Oh, my understanding of this ability is that it seems to do the same thing as Raw Intuition, except you can heal someone else with it. Let me quickly skim the balance page for that. Just so I don't make sure it's not some ability that I'm like really supposed to be using all the time. Like I don't know if it replaces I don't know if it replaces raw intuition or not, because I know bloodwetting replaces raw intuition. Where is it? Yeah, there's bloodwetting at 82. Let's see. I also need to actually like think about using Shake It Off. You know what? I don't want to think this much, which is kind of counterintuitive to the fact that I'm going to be playing Scholar. I know what these abilities do. Plus I get insta-Q. Like even faster than tank. Right, I wanted to swap these because for... I don't know. I'll figure it out. And there's an armadillo. He's a gunbreaker, so I gotta not panic when he eventually solid bodies on me. Yep, solid bodied. Man, it just makes me panic so much when they do that. Ugh, I hate when they do that. He's above 1 HP. He's not dead. I also just remembered to use my... completely forgot to use this thing. I enjoy playing Scholar so much more than when I played White Mage. Then again, I only got White Mage to 60. Just don't enjoy White Mage. button. Ooh, this is fun. Glad I'm healing instead of tanking. Come on, use boil. I do enjoy healing to a certain extent. I do like tanking too, but healing, at least with on Scholar, I enjoy it a lot. I think I might enjoy Sage too once I get to it, once I try it out. Also, where'd the music go? One more to go. But he wants to go. Looks like he wants to do a bigger pull. Nice, got a crit heal there. Wrong one. Use my Aether Flow gauge, or whatever this thing is called. Berry gauge. Oh right, this actually does stuff now. I need to remember that. The bubble. Yeah, the bubble provides regen. So if I need to do more passive healing and this thing isn't up, I can do that. Oh, come on, I'm getting stuck. I just used on the wrong person, too. Ugh. I tried to right-click on stuff, but then it didn't work right. Oh, that's what it did. Okay. That's what that meant. I just completely forgot to use my crit boost. Let's not get hit by this. Oh yeah, okay, it makes sense to stand here. Then move over here. Oops, didn't have it selected. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Just dump my interpose stacks. Oh, you're fine. Of course I get a crit heal. Or crit shield. Oh, my fairy's back. You get a shield. You get a shield. Everyone gets a shield. I wonder if I could put that one to sleep if I had sleep on my my bar. Should have put my dot on it. Oh well. Come on, you gotta turn around and do that. So can I actually use any of this stuff? Ooh, this looks cool. I thought it's storage with an A. Hey there. Oops. Wasted an Aether stack. Okay, diagonals, okay. Right, I gotta get in apparently. That makes sense, okay. Diagonals again. Oh, no. No, it's not. Okay, this should be safe. Or not. Yep. I good. That was a 300 IQ move right there. I get it now. Okay, I won't die this time. I swear. Okay, can I actually use any of these? No. For a shortcut, this sure takes a while. Once the others get here, I'll go ahead and shield everyone. Did you remember to put down my dot? So the corners are safe. Yes, except I'm still a bit close. Get in. Okay, corner is safe. Corner is safe. See, I can do mechanics. It's not the button I meant to press, but it works. Get in. Wondering what the nail was for. Oh, that's how it's gonna work. Okay. Should probably OP. There we go. See, I can learn. Well, that's level 80. Cool. Dungeons are fun when they're not like this wasn't hard. You just gotta watch. Oh, there we go. We're waiting for that to happen. Just like Y'shtola said, it's not sustainable. Cool. Let's see. Summon Seraph. Summon Seraph to fight at your side when set to guard automatically casts Severic Veil on party, and I just remembered I didn't use any sacred soils. Anyway, whatever. Okay, I'll need to look that up later. Cool, got a new thing. 77. Oh, that's new. And I'll need to see if that's an upgrade or not. It's time for some more emotional damage? Or did we get through the Reen and Thancred stuff? And Minfilia?
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng.
Oh, alright. It's gonna become Oh, don't skip. Don't skip. I wanted spacebar. Not escape. So it's almost time for another break. Well, I think it's past time, but...
But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hell's had gone on.
What indeed? At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
Why is it always night whenever we finish this? Like, do these people not work? Oh, okay.
The sky.
I guess their internal clock's probably gotten completely messed up. If they've been living their whole lives in light, their entire life in the light. Oh, there's the boy from the beginning. Wasn't it just night?
At last, night has returned to Amareng. We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
Oh, guess who it is?
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that was Yulmore, but I thought it was going to be Valtteri saying, if you had just listened to me.
The last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Valtteri, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
Well, not quite. Now we get to go to Calusia and Yulmore. But first, we gotta finish up these two side quests so I can get flying here. We did it! We really did it! I only wish there was time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land, Brilliant, together. More than a hunch. Reen seems to be troubled by the sight of you. Oh yeah, gee, it's understandable. Are you feeling alright, Brilliant? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can't remember it I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do with some rest. Yep. She sees it too, then. Yeah, they're still trying her best not to say I told you so. Okay, so we gotta do those 2 side quests, and then we'll head back to the Crystarium. Yeah, it'd probably be better for me to just run and go to this one first. And then that should be the last of the Aether Currents. Yes. And then I'll have flying in Almarang. Right, I wanted to check if that was better. 319, oh yeah, that's way better. Oh, wrong thing. Yep, I was looking at the wrong, I thought that was a, oh, it's a ring. I thought it was a... It's still for... Oh, what? 395, 380. How is this not better? Okay, that's better. Now let's switch back to Dragoon. There. Okay, I was looking for it. This is gonna take me all the way back to Twine. If it does, then I'll go ahead and just take my break there. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a break. We're almost done with Amarang. We just gotta talk with, finish up those side quests for the Aether Currents. And then we'll probably head on over to Calusia. Making a lot more progress than I expected today. Anyway, let's take a break. I'll be right back. Okay. I want to do a little bit more of the story. I actually realized after I stood up what time it was. But, as I know, I'm probably going to end up stopping about 6:30 or so. But we're going to get these 2 side quests done, and then we might do a tiny bit more MSQ. We'll see how much time is left after we're done with these. First, I'm going to go to the Scavengers Assemble. Heh. Scavengers. So funny. I remember when they announced the first Avengers movie, my dad, who read a bunch of Marvel and DC comics in like the 60s and 70s, the first thing he said as soon as he saw that the Avengers movie, the first one in 2012, I think is when it was released, as soon as he saw that, he said that the bad guy was going to be Thanos. And then I remember thinking, after seeing the movie, thinking, it wasn't Thanos? Who's Thanos? Oh, look, so this is the guy that we were supposed to... Somebody asked us to check up on his friend. And judging by this purple circle, he's not doing too hot. One thing I noticed, because I've mostly been playing Dragoon solo, I've gotten in the habit of pressing True North after after disembowelment, and pop my Lance Charge and Dragon Sight. And then I noticed I was still doing that in dungeons. When I'm supposed to like actually be trying to hit my positionals. I am alive? Can it be true? But it is too early to celebrate. The youngest of our group is still missing. Please, you must find him. I will wait for you outside the ruins in case you need help carrying whatever is left of the poor boy. That's not morbid at all. Anyway. Let's check out, see if the other one's alive. It's literally called Evil Weapon. Oops, wrong button. Didn't matter. Nope, it looks alive to me. Phew! Does this count as a near-death experience? I cannot wait to tell my friends. But first, we should make a hasty retreat. Yes? Yes? In hindsight, I should have done the closer one first. And then I could fly back. Well, actually, I'm going to teleport to the Crystarium anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I cannot thank you enough for saving us, but how did you know we were here? You see, your friend told me. Running away turned out to be the best choice. Not only did he escape, but he sent for help, too. If he had tried to rescue us himself, we would probably all be dead by now. Better to run and scavenge another day, yes? I must remember to thank him. Alright, one more side quest, and then we can do a little bit more MSQ. I would like to be able to get the Yulmore Aetherite. That's three more quests, it looks like. I'm really enjoying this story. Definitely, definitely above Heaven's Ward for me. That's a gnome. Let's see, this guy wanted me to check on... Right, he was trying to mine the ore. And now apparently he's gonna get wrecked. Wrong order. Oh well. Not like this is actual hard content. Oops, wrong button. Well then, I guess you should think twice about going on and mining off on your own. Phew, I'm glad that's over. How am I supposed to concentrate on my work with all these creatures disturbing me? You certainly know how to handle yourself, though. That fiend never stood a chance. But I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. Hopefully nothing else will try to get between me and my dream. Many thanks, my friend. Yeah, that was quick. I mean, those quest lines, I could finish them up at some point, but I'm not going to. Not right now, anyway. So now we need to head back to the Crystarium. Need to head back to the Crystarium and talk to Y'shtola. Man, I love this song. Oh, I can pick up the, the next hunter rank. Because I got to level 80. These nutty people. Eldor. Eldor believes you are ready to take on an important step. There she is, the star hunter of Clan Nutsy herself. Bagged yourself a goodly number of 3-nut marks, have we? Well, not really, but okay. It's not enough, is it? Don't deny it. Nay, you need to experience it all. The terrifying lows, the dizzying highs, the creamy middles. And they need it too, if not more. Why else would those Gilmoran bastards offer bigger and bigger bounties? They're waiting for you to slip up, just once, to give them a spectacular death. But you won't go quietly, oh no. You'll bleed them for every last gill and then some. And soon you'll have a chance to do so on an entirely different scale. How, you ask? By slaying elite marks, that's how. They're like nothing you've ever faced before, wild and unpredictable, possessed of surpassing strength and guile. Many of the men who have left to slay such fiends never to return. But their failures will only serve to season the dish that is your victory. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. Extrinsic and intrinsic, no. Which is why you must speak with Xylee without further delay. Okay. Oh, it's you. Come to beg permission to hunt elite marks? That I cannot grant. Just the other day, our very own leader fell in battle with such a beast, torn to shreds and devoured. Nary a trace remained to be buried. I cannot in good conscience allow one of our most promising hunters to throw their life away as he did. For now, I must insist you content yourself with 3-nut marks. Now wait just a gosh darn minute. Kupo? Wicked white, but you're... Nutsy, you're a fearless leader. Of course, it's some Moogle. Still alive and Kupoing, I'll have you know. But Halder described in exacting detail how the beast snatched you out of the air. How, How, as you struggled to free yourself in vain, you were disemboweled and depalmed? Certainly not. As you can see, I'm a picture-perfect help, Kupo. No thanks to that villain Haldor, though. I'd say he was the aspiring depalmer, considering how many times he nearly chopped it off in the midst of battle with that elite mark. I rather think you only blame yourself for that. After all, was it not you who encouraged him and others to strike you down and claim leadership? Oops. Sure. As you may have guessed, it takes a certain character to rise within the highest echelons of the clan. You've got to eat, sleep, and breathe danger. You've got to love putting it all on the line against elite marks and elite hunters besides. You've got to get bloody mad. So congratulations, Brilliant, you're in. Are you sure this is wise? Wise? Schmize. She's a killer. I want to see her kill. I want to see her die. More blood for the clan, Nutsy. More blood, Kupo. See, they're crazy. It's that ridiculous philosophy that's losing us hunters by the boatload. How are we supposed to build a sustainable organization when we keep encouraging people to kill themselves in the most violent and pointless ways possible? Well, you see, the thing is... I just wanted to say, you may be the most promising new hunter I've seen in ages. Brilliant work out there, really marvelous, jolly good. And on that note, goodbye. I'm glad I'm reading this. I think if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have read all of this. One day I'm going to rip that palm off of your head and shove it down your own goddamn throat. You furry little shite. just my character is just open mouth. Anyway, you may now hunt elite marks. Do try not to die. And if you happen to run out of our fearless leader in the field, kill him. Yes, ma'am. That was great. I'm glad I read that. So are these S ranks or is that something different? Okay, I'll check that out later. Looks like this one's in Lakeland. First we gotta go talk to Y'shtola. Oh, I actually just realized I never finished the last mining and botanist quest for crystarium deliveries. Oh well. Y'shtola said she needed to speak with us. It sounded rather urgent. Yeah, I can imagine why. Okay, Y'shtola, here to chew us out. I mean, what we're doing is not sustainable. The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Rien, have you noticed anything particular about Beryllian's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely. She won't mind. Well, actually, Y'shtola, I do, but I can't really say that to you. Well, since Minfilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside her. Though, I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the Warden in Amaring, I realized something was wrong. You absorbed its ether, Beryllian, and the light within you has grown monstrous. That is as I suspected. How are you feeling? Well, that last one took a number. Oh, there we go. Migraine time. Brilliant. If naught is done, this will only get worse. Rien, with the power of the Oracle, you have gained some measure of control over light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for her? Extinguishing it is out of the question. Ever since, even at her strongest, Minfilia could only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Because we still gotta absorb one more Light Warden. Then we have no choice but to rely on Urianger and his secrets. If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then. Understood? Yes, Mom. I didn't think this was gonna be that. I didn't think this was gonna be. I mean, I have to do it. I have to do it. Yes, Mother. I have to do it. None of that cheek, or I'll have you across my neck. Some people would pay for that. Now, off with you. Now, off with you to the pendants. We will call for you when the time comes. Well, time to go talk to that peeping Tom Ardbert. I'm sure. I need to do the role quests at some point, but I'll do those when I have to. Is everything all right, miss? You don't seem quite yourself. Perhaps a hot meal and a freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready, if you'd care to retire. Very good. If you should need of anything at all, pray do not hesitate to call. Okay, Ardbert, what are we going to talk about this time? Or is it going to be Emmett? Nope, it's Ardbert.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Armorang? I see. Minfilia's gone, then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
Rubber Raggy.
What's the matter? Are you alright?
No, I don't think I'm alright.
What just happened? Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone.
Watch, like, he's gonna absorb the light or something.
No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again. And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you.
Of course.
That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon.
So who is... I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know
The
why
final
he...
Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare. But for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you. Of that I have no doubt. Even if I had my pick of every Reflections heroes, I could not have asked for a finer champion. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
Huh? Huh? Please tell me you're... Okay, wait, hold on. Very well. Where to next, then? Let's just worry about getting out of the city and pray the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. But this is gonna be about the calamity that's gonna be happening. Gods, by the sound of that last one, I reckon the Knight's 12 might be the Knight's rubble by now. Is there anything else we can do? Look around you. This isn't war. It's just it's a sickness, and it's spread every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts, the Far East's faring no better. There'll be nothing left when this is over. The world is beyond saving. Is this Biggs? With Nero's glasses? I never tire of that story. When the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. Yep, that was Heaven's Ward. This can't be Biggs. This is probably in the distant future. Could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. And what are we seeing? What is this? Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. What are we seeing? Have faith, my friend. We will find her. More and more questions. Let's go a little bit more. Let's see, how much more do we need? Yeah, sure. Do a little bit more. I'm planning on stopping at, oh, that's a nice face. I'm planning on stopping at about 6:30, which is 10 minutes. I want to get to Yulmore. So we're gonna keep going. Return to Yulmore. By the way his face lights up at your approach, the manager of suites has been waiting for you. Ah, Mistress Mason, I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you come to the ocular at your earliest convenience. And, madam, wherever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Yeah, I want to get to Yulmore. Shouldn't take too much longer, I hope. Yeah, I have business with him, let me in. There's Emmett.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
As much as I can. You just keep asking stuff of me.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrant. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrant once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And
I
in
wonder.
thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Is it really going to, though?
Do you hear? Your dreams of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
He doesn't need to intervene, we're doing everything he wants us to.
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you.
That's a nice twist.
You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Story time with Emmett.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought.
And that's why they want to do the rejoining, so they can resummon Zodiac.
As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th.
Oops. And that's the void.
It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity.
He's not wrong.
But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
Interesting.
Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls?
Yeah.
Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
And that concludes story time with Emmett. Alright. Yep, speak to Alpha Node in Rite. We gotta go over to Colusia. Right? Yeah, I mean, I can just teleport there. Or take the Crystarium. How much does that cost? Okay, it's free. I'll get my discount on teleport. Of course, I've got the FC discount too. Okay, Alpha Node, we just gonna walk right in. This aura, what could it be? There you are, Brilliant. The others have gone ahead to reconcile Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Vorthry, and I felt such fury as I had never before. Even from Alizé? Are you sure about that? His actions are unconsignable? Sure. Of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified, yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vothry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself. Oh, come on, Alphinaud. And brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was. And having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with a good grace as good grace as I did is another question. What is it, Reen? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we're a little closer. Watch Vothry like fused with the Light Warden or something. 'Tis time. We are on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Aurelian, as a precaution, may I ask that you go first to ensure that the path is clear? The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry about that Reen will be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Okay. Let's make our way over. Oh, there we go. Delirious youth. Voth. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Agitated man. Lord Vothry, we hear, we obey. Ah! Well, that's not good. Oh, right. Isn't he a primal? Like, did we kind of already establish that? And the reason they listen to him is because of his influence or whatever they call it. Or tempered. I think that's what they call it. Euphoric youth. Long live Lord Vothry. Long live Lord Vothry. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Your stolen Alizé are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. I mean, the thing is, I could pick these, but I'm probably just gonna forget to use them. So I'll just take money. A Feast of Lies. Urianger is trying to make sense of the strange phenomenon afflicting the residents of Gate Town.
strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
I'm never gonna get tired of that gag.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthri starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armorang.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
It's the bread. The mole.
There's something I need Reen to see.
Yep.
This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. You'll more doles of stuff out.
Yep. Brainwashing.
No, it couldn't be. I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
No! There's a twist.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual.
That's why he can control
Yet if one
them.
were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over Sin-Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? 'Twould serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back.
Yeah.
There
are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave.
Yep. Just keeps getting worse.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthra's deeds are beyond justification, beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Am I gonna have to do another instance fight to get into Yulmore? Because I'm not gonna do that today if I have to. We'll have to leave that till tomorrow. Well, we'll see. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave this for tomorrow. Because I said I was gonna stop at 6:30, it's 6:45. Oh right, tomorrow we're going to infiltrate Yulmore and start on whatever path we need to take down Volthri. That's gonna be all for today. This is probably one of the longest streams I've done, but I'm having fun. This is good stuff. Suffering emotional damage, very fun. I think the part that hit the hardest was the part with Thancred laying on the ground at the end of his long fight, and him just basically like admitting that he loved Minfilia, and he was sad that she was gone and going to be gone forever, and just acknowledging it. Really enjoying this story. I know I've said that a lot, but I'm glad that Shadowbringers is living up to the hype that I've heard around it. Can't wait to see, and well, I can wait. I'm enjoying Shadowbringers right now. I can wait for Endwalker. Anyway, I will be streaming tomorrow. It's a Sunday, so give or take an hour. Well, not give or take. I will start my stream tomorrow, hopefully between 3 and 4 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you there. That's all for today. I hope everyone has a good rest of their Labor Day weekend. Goodbye.